on a shaping 5 to the water. Good job.
Here's Caroline. She is on After Hours. They come forward on a 31.2, and they are actually leading this division.
Not a shock. This girl has a baby, and she gets right back out there.
I know she has a ton of horses here this weekend, and it's wonderful to see.
Looks like we have Romulo almost finished, and I think he's had a good go. I haven't seen anything not go well, but again, we still have to jump one more jump without falling off. Yay!
Nice job. We'll bring you a time for Romulo as soon as we have it.
You know, the weather is absolutely perfect this morning. I tell you, the One Star has lucked out getting the most beautiful, cool morning here.
It's amazing. I know it's supposed to be a bit warmer later, but hopefully the breeze we've had for the last few days stays up, because that has made all the difference.
Absolutely.
You see Caroline here in her lovely mare, Irish Sport Horse mare. And this pair went to the Mars, Maryland 5-year-old class, where they were in the top 10.
Fabulous. Well, and the other thing, Annie, is I know you've been to the start and the finish, but there's a massive cooling tent there with loads of ice and fans and all of these things, which again will be really wonderful for the horses later in the day, and another thing that is very, very important when you're dealing with a little bit of heat.
Next, we catch up with KHH Lanesboro and Brooke Burchianti. This pair come forward on a 51.5. They had a little trouble in the show jumping yesterday, but happy to see them out here. You know, there's so much atmosphere in that ring for the show jumping, Sarah. And I think for these younger horses, it just caught a few of them out. They weren't quite ready for everything that they saw.
Oh, 100%. It is a lot of atmosphere. And I thought it was nice that, like I said, that Bernardo he changed it quite a bit for the One Star. We had big, long approaches. He didn't have it massive in the beginning. But by the time you got to the fence 3, it was enough to do. And you were coming back into the stand there at fence 4 with a big square yellow oxer. But he did warm you up very nicely, and he gave you probably 3 more strides than he gave the other levels, which is exactly what an experienced course designer does.
Yeah, I think every horse that jumped around yesterday will come on a lot and will have learned a lot.
Absolutely. I think that's one thing that sometimes we're lucky in this country with the quality of course design and show jumping, but I think that sometimes where a lesser experienced course designer might do is maybe build to the exact standard where and you have to think about the level, and you have to think about the atmosphere, and you have to think about all of those things, because for example, the 3-star was a beautiful, beautiful track, but again, it wasn't like every fence at 1.25 m. He was going, look, I know this is a lot of atmosphere. I'm going to make it technical, but I'm not going to scare these horses, right? And I think that's very, very important and brilliant designing.
We're lucky to have such world-class designers here.
Well, Caroline looks like she's having a lovely ride here.
Next out of the start box is Uvera Z and Jalen Comer. They come forward on a 32.5, and they are in 4th place. They just picked up 2 seconds of time yesterday.
What a great gallop on this horse, Annie. She's got a lovely galloping position, this girl, and he's just cruising along the ground, like really comfortable with it himself. I mean, this is really cool.
Ears pricked and ready to go.
Yeah, and somebody's been out there with the Quicksilver or Ivory or something. Look how beautifully white that horse is going cross country. Not to talk about the superficial stuff, but it is all part of it,
Well, and we talk a lot about the grooms and that they make all of this happen. And, not only is that horse beautifully white,